Glitch just tweeted a new teaser for episode 5. It's a short video again. But this time, we're shown a scene that wasn't in the trailer. Jax in the savannah again showed us his secret ability to speak to the audience. The savannah adventure will be the most unusual of all the adventures the main characters have participated in. They will have to guess the purpose of the new adventure. This will lead to Jax committing genocide of an entire species. In this video, I will tell you about all the secrets of the new teaser for the 5th episode. In the new teaser, we see a savannah location. Jax is already dressed in his poacher costume. He looks directly into the camera and says something. The main problem with this teaser is that we don't hear the sounds that happen during these scenes. If Jax is looking directly at us, the viewers, and talking about something, it's pushing the conclusion that Jax is using one of his secret powers. In this scene, he breaks the fourth wall again and talks to the audience. At the end of his line, he shows off his new hunting rifle and points it at us. This suggests that Jax is telling us about his plans to hunt on this adventure. I think this scene takes place right after one of the scenes we were shown in the trailer. There was one scene where Jax was standing next to the title of the Savannah adventure. Most likely, at that moment, he was introducing the adventure to the rest of the main characters, as Kane usually did. As we understand it, Kane is currently suffering from unknown bugs in the program. Because of this, he will not be able to adequately explain the purpose of the new adventure to the main characters, but will send them to new locations. Because of this, the protagonists will have to guess on their own what the purpose of the new adventure is. In the case of the Savannah, Jax will take the initiative and declare the goal of the new adventure to be hunting NPCs. Recently, on the YouTube channel Glitch, there was an unusual shorts related to the 5th episode of Amazing Digital Circus. I want to tell you about all of its secrets that I found. We see a large old computer monitor. It's the same one we saw in the pilot when Pomni was running around the office space. It's obviously connected to the office location we were shown in the teaser for episode 5 and in the recent trailer. We can infer from the reflection on the screen that Pomni is working at the computer. The wallpaper on the desktop is an image of a blue sky with clouds. I think this is a picture of the sky above the circus tent. The video is called "Kids in the 2000s Be Like." From this, we can understand that the video is stylized to look like the interface of the Windows XP operating system. It is a kind of interpretation of the situation that kids in the 2000s faced. When adults let us sit at the computer, we would try to find games or anything else interesting on it. It seems to me that Pomni will be in a similar situation in episode 5. We know that new adventures are going to be very tiring for the main characters. I think Pomni got tired of office work and decided to look for games on this computer on her break. The window on the screen says, "Click an avatar to represent you." It looks like Pomni was able to find a game on the office computer, and now she needs to choose her avatar. All the main characters of Digital Circus are present as options to choose from. Pomni decides to test what happens when she clicks on all the available options. I'm sure this shorts is made for a reason. There are hints of the plot of the 5th episode hidden here. Let's try to understand what each moment in this video means. First, Pomni presses the bubble. We hear the gurgling sound of bubbles in the water, and the screen fills with different sized bubbles. In all episodes before this except for the pilot, Bubble only had one line at the beginning, after which he vaporizes. Judging by the trailer, Bubble will play a much more important role in episode 5. Next, Pomni presses onto Jax. A spinning apple and a strange sound appears on the screen. I think this is a reference to an unusual video format that was popularized on YouTube a few years ago. Its essence was that a 3D model of a chip or other object rotated in a circle to strange music. It is rather difficult to find any connection between the apple and Jax. It would make more sense to see corn here. We know that Jax hates it and that it will definitely appear in the 5th episode because we saw it in one of the teasers and in the trailer. If Jax is afraid of corn, then perhaps the apple is his favorite fruit. Next, Pomni presses his face. An exit door appears that takes up half of the monitor. Pomni starts actively clicking on the door to get it to open, but this causes the door to explode. Pomni will likely search for the exit door again in episode 5 to no avail. Last time, the door transported her specifically to the office location. This suggests a definite connection between the exit door and the office. My guess is that Kane will not miss an opportunity to taunt Pomni and will tease her with the exit door, which will always turn out to be a fake. This suggests that the exit doors are what the main characters will use to move between different locations in episode 5. When Pomni clicked on Kinger, the desktop picture changed to a white screen, and there was a nasty noise. I think this is what Kinger constantly hears and sees when bright light hits his eyes. No wonder he often can't hear what the others are saying to him and forgets everything if he has that unpleasant noise in his head all the time. Pomni then clicked on Ragatha. A cloud appeared on the screen where we see a drawing of Ragatha with her hair upside down. At the beginning of the third episode, we learned that this happens to Ragatha when she holds her breath. In episode 3, Pomni and Kinger were able to use Kinger's ability, which appears when you hold your breath, to get through the adventure. This moment means that in episode 5, it is Ragatha's ability that will prove useful in a new adventure for the main characters. Next, Pomni pressed Zooble. Zooble's orange hand appeared on the screen, hitting the image of Jax hanging on the door to his room in the circus tent. This could mean that there will be a major conflict between Zooble and Jax in episode 5 that will lead to a fight, and it looks like Zooble will unexpectedly be able to win that battle and fight back against Jax. It's no coincidence that in the trailer we were shown a scene in which Jax abruptly swung the door open and punched Zooble. This could be where their fight begins. Pomni presses Ragatha again, and a cloud with Ragatha on it appears on the screen and starts spinning before disappearing. Pomni clicks on Gangle, and a loading symbol appears on the screen. The download takes a long time and Pomni decides not to wait for it to finish. This could mean that Gangle will not be an active part of the adventure in episode 5, and no new information about her will be revealed. But Gangle's development isn't over at episode 4. For now, we'll have to be patient to wait for more colorful episodes with Gangle. Pomni then presses himself again a few times. Realistic gray eyes appear on the screen. Perhaps those are her eyes in the real world. On the other hand, we saw a scene in the trailer where Kane is flying among a lot of weird, huge eyes. It's hard to say what those eyes mean. They've been showing up in digital circus artwork since pilot. I think it's a metaphor for the fact that Kane has eyes everywhere in the digital circus and is watching the player's every move. When Pomni clicks on Kane's face, a huge number of error notifications immediately pop up on the screen. The text of one of them says that you need to install the latest update. This suggests that all the glitches and bugs in episode 5 will start because Kane will need to update, or the new Kane update installed will cause this to happen. Another bug talks about the change data operation. Perhaps someone in the real world is trying to reprogram Kane, and he has become unstable because of it. A third error says that the system restart will begin in less than 1 month. I think this is just saying that the new episode is coming out very soon, on June 20th. That's definitely less than a month away. Presumably, in order to help Kane, the main characters will need to somehow do a complete reboot of his system. This could lead to Kane's complete memory loss. What are your thoughts on this? Jax will have a genocide of NPCs in the savannah? Does Kane need to be rebooted to help him get rid of his glitches? What do the eyes in the trailer mean? Write your thoughts and theories in the comments and I'll be sure to read them. Remember that the best comments will make it into the new videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Good luck everyone, and bye-bye.